Next message for the show, and this one is coming in from Heartbroken Ikea. She says, hello sisters. I'm in my 30s. I've noticed a pattern in men I'm attracted to. They're super compatible with me. Sweet, spontaneous, interesting, aloof, and very shady. There's this sudden burst of chemistry, romantic attention, intense sexual attraction, and what I call the shade years, where he becomes incredibly shady and then pulls away. Sisters, I'd love your say on how I can shed this terrible pattern on my part and remove this pestilence from my life. My hunch is having sex early in a relationship and being just too nice with no boundaries fans the flames of this. Or is this not a problem for me alone? Like, is it just me? Are there perhaps too many shady men on prowl? My coping mechanism is to use humor, but deep inside, it really hurts. And that's from Heartbroken Ikea. Yeah, shady men. Okay, Sabby, would you like to take this first? Talk to me.
I find this very interesting. She's answered her own question, number one. Number two, she's very much aware of what her issue is, right? Attracted to shady men. So, I could be totally wrong, but I really, really believe that the people that we attract is a direct reflection of how we feel about ourselves. Okay? It doesn't just come out of nowhere that you keep on attracting the same person. And what that says to me is there's a lot of trauma in this girl's life. Number one, she doesn't feel deserving of anything better because she's very much aware of who she's attracting, but she hasn't done anything to fix it. Which probably means that she's feeling overwhelmed and she doesn't know how to fix it. So she knows that she wants love. She knows the kind of person that she wants, but instead of focusing on who she's attracting, she should focus on why she's attracting who she's attracting. And so for me, there's a lot of background here that needs to happen. And it's always very scary, you know. Nobody is just fine or 100% okay. Some of us need to do more work than other people, depending on our upbringing, our trauma, you know, what we believe, what we've seen. And sometimes we need to take a step back and go back into the drawing board. And that drawing board is, who am I? What do I want? What have I experienced? What do I need to fix about myself? And who do I want to be in regards to somebody's life partner? And less about the people that I'm meeting are shady. And also this thing of, I feel like she has a deep need to be loved, but she's almost betraying herself in order to be loved. She's saying, I feel like I sleep with these men too soon. I get upset, but I just laugh it away. That tells me that she doesn't feel safe to be herself, nor does she feel safe to speak her truth. Because if she felt safe to be herself and to speak her truth, she would do it. But she's afraid. So it's almost like she knows she attracts shady men, but she'd rather have a shady man for that 2 months than nothing at all. That is an issue. That is a self-worth issue. So before we start even wondering about, is anybody else meeting a shady man, she should ask herself, what is the issue and the self-worth issue that it makes it okay for me not only to meet these shady men, but to go into it? Because the way she's written this, she's very much aware of how these men are. But she has made the choice to engage. So for me, that's a self-worth issue. And before dating again, she should really work on herself.
Right. Okay. Gail, what are your thoughts on this one?
I don't know what she means by shady. You know, she keeps saying shady. I really don't know if she could have given more details.
Shady
you understand?
is shady.
Shady is shady.
You know?
Yeah, but you see, sometimes...
saying I'll call, they won't call.
Yeah, but you see, sometimes too, people... maybe when you start a relationship, it's not everybody who may want to give everything out. So it may be a bit secretive or a bit closed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you can't really access them. So that one you can also say that's a bit shady, but maybe the person just doesn't feel
it's the right time to let go.
Or maybe has a problem opening up. I've met guys like that. They are not doing anything that bad, but it's very hard to even get to know where he went. Where did you go today? Oh, 1 2 1 2. But because you know the person, you know he's not up to anything. But just for them to like, you don't believe me. It's just for them to like tell you. Some people feel like when you ask, where are you? They feel, are you questioning me? Do you understand?
Tracking me.
That's what I'm saying. So he might be like, are you questioning me? I don't need to tell you what I did. And I'm speaking from experience.
Right.
So when it happens that way, you don't want to like probe too much because you're like, okay, that's the way the person is. So then that doesn't necessarily mean he's shady. Maybe the person is not really that open. That's why I don't understand where she's coming from. But she said something about when you have sex too quickly. I think that's just besides the point. Who cares if you have sex today, 1,000 years later? At the end of the day, it's about the person that you are dealing with. Because the people who are virgins, they wait till they get married. Doesn't mean they're having the best of relationships. Because you are virgin once. You have sex and that's it. And that's not what is going to sustain the relationship. There's so many things that you bring to the table. Do you understand? So that she forget about the sex thing and all of that. But you see, relationships, usually when they start in the beginning, usually it's always fun. Usually, sometimes it might be bad, but because the chemistry is there, you want to know why I feel this way about this person, and then later after a while, reality sets in, familiarity sets in, you now look at the person and be like, no. So maybe she's also going through those phases as well. So instead of only worried about, I need to be in a relationship with somebody, you need to work on yourself, like Sabi said, work on yourself, and know that you're okay on your own. If you meet somebody and you feel like there's some chemistry and you want to act upon that, then you start dealing with the person based on standards. Like I always say, let the person tick your boxes. You need to protect yourself. Let it go that way. And then if you see that, it's not going the way I want, you should be able to just opt out quickly.
Right. That's
if she feels she still has to be in a relationship. But it doesn't always have to be like that, because she keeps saying anytime I meet somebody, it's the same pattern. I mean, usually human beings are naturally, selfish, or they make decisions that will favor them more. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think to protect herself, she should work on herself, know what she wants, know her love language, and find somebody who aligns with
what
who
she believes
is.
in. Yeah. Okay. Rosie, 2 minutes. I know.
I think that she has serious insecurity issues, and she's seeking validation from these men that she finds, number one. Number two, I have a feeling that there's a kind of man that she's looking for based on a kind of clique that she belongs to. So when she sees men of that kind, probably men of influence, a bit of money, a bit of she thinks that this is the man that would complement my lifestyle with my group of friends. And number three, she throws everything in too quickly, too early, and just not the sex. Probably what she likes, what she doesn't like, the kind of person she is, who she's been with, what she, all that. She probably throws in too much too quickly. So after a short time, there's nothing to find out. She's been completely demystified. And the fourth, but not the fourth, is the fact that, see, Accra is small. Sometimes, look, there was this instance where a cousin of mine was getting married to a particular guy. And by virtue of the fact that we share the same last name, you know that the guy just reached out to me on Instagram. Actually, my brother is getting married to this relative of yours. What kind of a person is she?
Wow.
Do you understand? And I found that a bit awkward. All I'm trying to say is that when you have a reputation for having this short-term, quick, sex, putting it all there, and very humorous, laughing about it. Look, your information goes about town as an easy get, an easy target, an easy person. So you realize that guys are coming to because they also want to add up to your tally.
Yeah.
They also want to go and laugh over a glass of beer and say, "Challenge me to a go there song."
Yeah.
You understand?
And they're sharing information.
And they're sharing information.
Yeah.
So I think that, look, my dear, like you said, that drawing board is very important. Get to that drawing board. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? What are my positives? What are my negatives that I need to work on? Where does it really hurt? Admit that hurt to yourself. How can I work around it to be a better version of me? And learn to go to the right places to attract the kind of people that should be with you. Don't just go because your friends are going and you are following them, you are going. The kind of people that you want, that level of stability, based on what you want, you should know where to walk.
Okay, well said. I mean, I have nothing more to say, but maybe you can also read the book, The Secret. Yeah, that book helped me a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And Sabi sort of said something that is sort of like a foundation, you know, of that book. You sort of attract what you think about, what you project out there. What keeps coming your way is just a reflection of who you are, you know. So if you want someone stable, then maybe you should be stable.
Thank you so much for watching Sister Sister on your favorite City TV. Now, don't forget, if you want some more exciting content, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. We call it the City Tube. And don't forget to click on the bell to receive notifications for fresh updates.
Sister Sister, every Friday at 9 p.m. only on City TV.